Hi guys, hi family. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, according to your time clicking. This is still me, Pastor Gloria. I'm one from the God Ministry, Casting Spain. The Lord told me, go and preach against adultery and immorality. And we have been on the series of how to overcome adultery and how to overcome immorality. We'll be talking about Joseph the good boy and Potiphar's wife, the sugar mommy, but unfulfilled because she didn't succeed, because the guy she was after with her lustful desire was brooded and brained and watched by the fear of God. Okay, let's see the lesson for today. We stop at don't go to that secret place where the lost master or the lost madam, sugar mommy or sugar daddy is waiting for you. Okay, next, in Genesis chapter 39, the verse 11 said, one day Joseph went to Potiphar's house to do his work, and none of his servants were there. Potiphar grabbed hold of his coat and said, make love to me. Joseph ran out of the house, leaving his coat there in his sense. When this happened, she called in her servant and said, look, this Hebrew has come just to make fool of me. He tried to devour me, but I screamed for help. But that was lying, you know. That is how you know that this lustful madam or lustful boss doesn't really have love for you. Maybe we'll come for that if we still have time. We will surely. But let's come this way. My son, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 10. My son, if sinners entice you, consent thou not. What does that mean? Flee on time, okay? If you don't live on time, it takes God's grace. You see, Joseph had to lose his coat, lose his raiment for delay. Delay is dangerous in the atmosphere of immorality and adultery. What are you doing there? There are all signs that you go down in bed. Especially I will talk about that on another series. These are not people falling into temptation, no. The woman have the agenda. So the woman is not afraid. You see, if it was something of temptation, the woman would have begged the boy and say, I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. But because the woman is an expert, she framed the boy up. And she might also have framed her up because she doesn't know that the boy was going to tell. So it could happen this way. But nonetheless, you must know that a sugar mommy or a sugar daddy is not doing, or your boss will come to office romance, okay, in another series. It doesn't mean that they really love you. They're only trying to satisfy their lustful desire. Because when lust take hold of a man, it's as strong as death. So terrible. So the person will be telling you, I love you, I this, I that. No, it's not agape kind of love. It's the lustful desire. They want to satisfy. That is why after doing it, remember the case of Amnon and Tamar? After doing it, the hatred will even come. This is the reason why you must not give it to that man or that woman that is not your husband, that is not your wife. Because they will just keep doing it to satisfy their emotion. This is why office romance will stay long. And it will produce children that DNA will even come and bring issues later. But they never marry. And so you must know that this person lusting after you is not lusting after you because he wants to marry, because he's even already married. So many of them. We're talking about adultery here. Immorality and fornication are true. And so you must know the time to run. If you don't run on time, you are going to lose your clothes. The time Joseph would have resigned from that house was past. Joseph knew all this settle. A desperate woman would do all things. Bible spoke about a woman in Proverbs chapter 22, how she would deck her bed and lay in wait for a prey. A desperate woman, a desperate man looking for a prey. We do everything. That's why we hear some news that we can't even believe in, both in the circle of church and even in the work circle. However, adultery is everywhere. But you have to be watchful, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, like a roaring lion, seeking for whom we devour. So in this one, we're talking about run quick. If you don't run quick, you will lose your garment. And you not just lose your garment, you end in jail. Many people end in jail. Some end in spiritual jail, because if the guy was captured, a whole generation would have been captured. Because Joseph was a destiny, a pathfinder to destinies of nation. So the reason why you that is listening to me now, adultery is calling on you, is because it wants to make you guilty. I will tell us what adultery does. It makes you permanently guilty. It hijacks your soul. It destroys home. And so this guy was able to run, but he ran late. Did he ever return back to Potiphar's house for work? No. You see, we'll talk about that, talking about work romance. But this very one, run away from the adultery, because the end is always bad. The lesson here today is that if you don't run away from that your friend house on time, if you don't run away from that place on time, if you don't run away from this person that is bent on having you, this person have no remorse. If somebody look at you once or twice or try to do something and you notice it, this is temptation, you will see the person will be ashamed, will never want to come through that. But if it is the person's desire, Delilah must have Samson, Ahab must stay with Jezebel, and Potiphar's wife must have Joseph. There's nothing else you can render. Either you end in jail. Didn't Samson end in death? Yes. And so this one end in jail. So there's precaution. The precaution is run quick. So today is run quick. Series of good boy and unfulfilled sugar mommy. Is good boy should run quick. It doesn't matter what you are gaining. Life is more meaningful. And where God is taking you to is better. Don't sleep with that guy. Don't sleep with that man. Don't lay with that lady. Especially that sugar mommy and that sugar daddy. Their mouth is sugar coated. According to Proverbs 2, they can tell you everything. It's a lie. Every story they are saying is for their fulfillment of their lustful desire. It is not them talking. It is their libido. It's their emotion. It's that thing flowing in their vein that is speaking. It is not them. They are not speaking from their mind. When they deal on you, the man told the young lady, you say I should marry you. That you have waited, you have rejected me for 4 years. I finally slept with you now. He said, wait now. Are you a virgin? Wait. That's what they do. 4 years or so. He used to run after that lady. But the day he got the lady, he said, not now. Wait more. Don't fall for them. Run away from evil. Run away from immorality. Be a good boy, but maintain your integrity. Do everything good, but when evil comes, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. We'll be continuing from this matter. We'll be running up the series of Joseph, maybe very soon, but continue with part 4. God bless you all, and bye.